marketplace. Hallelujah. So we've devoted an entire year to be equipping believers to invade the marketplace. The reason is very simple. When you look on that particular calendar, there are about 7 mountains, there are about 7 things that shape the life of a Christian. And when you look at your life, you spend the bulk of your life, in fact the whole of your life, on one or more of those particular 7. And what has been happening is either you are home, or you are at work, or you are at school, or you are doing business, or you are participating in economic affairs. So you spend the bulk of your time in most of those 7. Let me just say 7. It's all of them actually. But let me say most because I want to qualify. And you spend very little time in church. So for church, for most of us, it's about 3 or 4 hours a week that we spend in church. And most of us don't then get to come to the pulpit to minister in those 3 or 4 hours that we spend in church, whether it's a service combined with a midweek service or combined with a cell group. So we don't get to minister in church. Yet God has called us to minister. And when we spend the bulk of our times, when we are likely going to make the bulk of the impact is not in church, it's not the mountain of religion, but it's in our families, in our business, in our schools, in our workplaces, in our wherever we spend the bulk of our times. And one of the mistakes that we've made as a church, allow me to say this, call it a mistake in quotes, is that when we preach to you on Sunday, we empower you on how to be effective in church when you spend 4 hours a week. And we don't get to empower you to become effective when you spend the bulk of your time. So you have Christians that are not promoted in their workplaces, Christians that are frustrated because they come to church, they pray for promotion, but they don't know the principles that govern promotion. So they pray for promotion, they go to their workplaces, they are not promoted, and they are frustrated with God because they are not promoted. You have believers that come to church and pray for money, and pray for increase, and pray for God's blessing, but because they are not empowered to make the money, they are not empowered to access that particular blessing, they will end up being frustrated. Because these things are not happening. And as a church, all we teach you is Gatiko Tenda, Shinoita Zakana. Believe my brother, things will be well. So but this is part of the story. I believe I'm looking at people that have given seeds, that have given offerings, that have done all sorts of things, and things have not changed in their life. And as a result, you will have a bunch of frustrated Christians. Marriage is kufamba, business is kufamba, basa is kufamba, kuitika zino hauko. Daiseka na umoburu wangu ajata ulistarake. Shara kwacho kurukutoitwa mari muzimbabwe. Iwe shara wamasu, bani wanoko wanisa varita mari muzimbabwe, kwa hiyo itwa hauko. And wakati utanisa nefesi hiyo kwa usto zima, kuzidoshi kutoitika mwi. Sisonge nemunhu wese kuti zvinhu zvakaoma muZimbabwe, zvinhu zvakaoma muZimbabwe. Patinofamba any neighborhood one mavakiro ari kuita vanhu. Famba uone matengero ari kuita vanhu mota nyangwe nejuti neforex. Dambudziko nerekuti kwazviri kuitika hauko. Uri kuchechi kana kuti uri kugomo uchinamata. Pacho pauri kuuya kuchechi kaunofanira kubatsirwa kuti ukwanise kuita zvine musoro. Handiti uri kuti kuitwa zvechipupupu ukangotenda zvako zvinoita zvakadii, zvedzungu-dzungu zvichangoita, handiti zvedzungu-dzungu zvichangovamba zvako zvichangoita. So you have no idea. And life then becomes frustrating. Chikoro ones vanekufoira. Kubasa ones vanekuona vamwechi. Vachisumudzirwa ivo I believe it's time for us to be proactive as a church and begin to equip you for the marketplace where you spend the bulk of your time in. So that you may indeed be the souls of the earth, be the light of the world. Actually, I'm not talking about young one who can be one kind of beauty, one more now we tell us. That's the Torah life, your baby, Tisi, Apati, that's it. Vanguard one should have us as in my water, you should have run a life. Are the most stressful. Our businesses no are not possible when I have the business I'm off my tomatoes, I think those because as a church, you know what we have said to ourselves? There's a nigga. Straight up, Shenika. As a Shenika, those who constitute 96% of my prayers. But they say that I'm sorry, I'm going to get tired. That you can go to 20,000. What do you want to hear? They got my life, my body. Don't want to be the answer 98% of my material. Because so I need some material. Chopping blue. I don't know. Stand up, friends. We are on the apron. Shut up on the matter. You can never need to say, "Who for genuine?" Intercession is not material. One to provide for conference. Something that one person can easily do and spare people prayer. What you know transmission is silly provision. So we are taking the bold step as a church to equip you in church on how you can be effective outside church. I think this one. So those are taking cheater. Oh yes. Street grounded. Shows that not trying to win or wonder baby. Two countries and Rama, it's too much discipline in life. You're going to come out to discipline. She is a little bit so can I go one in back. Those are like that. Kashani, one of Brita, Zumu, Rosina, Zini, to the Vanek. You was wrong to take us to stand as a because I was grounded. When we shall be the head and not the tail. We always testify these things, but one guy in my head, Channel to know and I don't testify to Ashwa Diri. Channel head of section. Head of section is fine. Head of section, we go to some sort of it. So we want to equip you in church, equip you using biblical principles, so that you are able to go out there and be the light of the world and be the souls of the earth and use the principles that you get here, not only for you to succeed as an individual, but for you to be able to win others there and bring them to the house of the Lord. We're going to equip you to be a solution provider, so that you provide solutions to the world that you are living in. So church will be interesting in that particular respect, in that you will come here, we'll use spiritual principles to equip you. You take them and you use them to succeed. So to move out from an era of I receive actually receiving. So you won't come to church to shout that you receive, but your life will start to experience that which you want to receive. Hallelujah. Tarisari padhuze nekuti ndikasatengawo imba gore rinotera ndikasatengawo land. So we'll have 3 seasons. We'll have 3 seasons, 4 months each, and we'll explain. We'll be giving you monthly themes as we go. Some of the themes they're already there already, but we'll launch them as the month begins. As each month begins, we'll launch my themes. But we have seasons that are there. But I want you to understand this thing. The first season is season of trading in the spirit. Season of trading in the spirit. So that will be January, February, March, and April. So there are 2 things that we will deal with in those 4 months. I want you to understand this in these 4 months, and they are very important, especially intercession team. They are very important. So in the first 4 months, 2 things that we'll deal with. The first thing is spiritual warfare. That will be happening there. Again, I tell you, I'm going to tell you this direct. Actually, the most mato inoitwa kana mnachibaka kana mnachitenga ndege kana chibaka yakatosiyana ndochibububu unoita kana uchona matransmission. Mato inoitwa business. Yakosiyana nekuti Mwari komborera business redu ribudirire zvinhu zvedu zvitengwe. So there is a lot of spiritual warfare that will take place. Let me explain this. You will notice that in the realm of the spirit, there are 2 things. So the first thing is spiritual warfare. That's the first thing. Let me explain that one. In the realm of the spirit, it's the spiritual that governs the natural. If you are not in control of the spiritual, you will never be able to exercise dominance in the natural. In fact, life yako natural the spiritual condition yako. So unless and until Christians begin to take dominance in the spiritual, who will introduce this thing? They will not be able to have dominance in the natural. Those are just man more than 2,000. And the ceiling because dominance. Now Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 12. You will notice that about the fall of Satan, but about the fall Satan. That's verse 2. Ezekiel 28 to verse 2. So that you understand this thing. And Jesus teaches this principle, and I want you to get it. Now, but verse 2, but the Son of Man, say to the ruler of Tyre, or the prince of Tyre. Then it goes on, it says a lot of things from there to verse 10 about the prince of Tyre. And when he says those things, I want you to not just teach us like a simple spirit. Nothing happens. Because after now prince, nothing happens. When about verse 12 was so he is at first he's addressing the physical person. Say my address around a business. Verse 12 then says, Son of man, take a lament against the king of Tyre. And from there he begins to talk about the chronicles be strong men. And then you can spoil his goods. So we're going to put it up with bread. So put matira prince. Marita business run family. Marita into Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. My minister never president. We are talking to the prince. It's fine. We are talking to the prince, but unless you disarm the king, there won't be movement. That's the reason why when the children of Israel had to take the land that God had given them, they had to first disarm 7 nations. 7 mountains in the marketplace. So you profit about the land today. She got to dramatize the state of whatever land that the sole of your foot steps on, it will be yours. But it did not happen that way. They had to fight king after king after king after king until what happens that they say 7. No longer possess the entire land. So we'll be introducing to you what are the kings, the spiritual forces behind the 7 mountains. And how do you disarm them? Chitari sari padhuze nevo kuti akuchazwa munamato esadza gore rinouya. Zakuita senews kune vamwe handiti ndizvozvo. Emunze ita haisi munamato esadza wakufanira kutora serious. Kana waifumata unongokupuka zvakadaro zvakatosiyana budze ndototaura namuparidzi haukomoto. So we have to be spiritually ready. So let me put a disclaimer. These are not the words out of Mozart. I start one, I want to say, put it started to next day, but I don't tell now. So that next year you will be the straight as you find out. So you will have lots of them, lots of them. Some of you, your marriages will be threatened. Some of you, your businesses will close. But greater is he that is in us than the devil that is in the world. By the end of next year, you will have a testimony of Amazango. Takaposa naenda Amazango. Basi Jehova wakanaka, wakirangarira. Uchikuda mwataku Jehova kama ataku unokupuka, unosumuka zvekuti haufe wakabatwa zvachose. So mari nemamtauro dzemamiliyoni dzemabhiriyoni because wawatakwa wakabafana itauri wani haungawatakurwe $5,000 surely. So hondo chaiyo. Just to give you a hint, vakabuda vana vaIsraeri kubva kuIjipita hapana zvavaita, vaimbowacha Mwari vachiita ndo season yakati tichiona Mwari vachiita zvinodii. zvinoshamisa vakupinda mupromised land. Mwari vakasununguka ivo vakatanga kuchirwa vana vaIsraeri. So takupinda mupromised land. Hakudi mgende, hakudi vanochema vanenge vakugara vachichema kuti nai Mwari matira siriko, Mwari mazoti siriko. Handiti uchatoita rimwe bhizinesi raunonyora kutovharwa 500,000 wopinda mumagumbezi wosumuka zvakare after that. So hakuchane mhende dzinotya, hakuchane mhende dzekuti kana kadiki mwana akangopira temperature because pane kabhagi kari kumofamba mazuva eka wopanika zvekufonera vanhu 20. Hasichane mhende mune isiti. Tuchakosora tuvana, tucharwara, toti pfiku toita setwafa. Ichingori attack, but we know. Tiri vakundi nekufundisa. We are spiritually prepared. And I was not it's fine. Who definitely believe for you. I didn't do. So, Paul failure you negative for no one to declare of when. I didn't do. So it's negative to run inside by side. So there will be warfare. So our level of prayer has to increase. Our intensity of prayer has to increase. Our level of holiness and righteousness has to increase. You cannot engage in this war. You can't. The second thing about that aspect, management is trading in the spirit. Trading in the spirit. Now, Monica, when trade verse 16, same scriptures, verse 16. So there are transactions that take place in the realm of the spirit. We have to know how to transact in the realm of the spirit. We will teach you what this particular thing means, and it's through your widespread trade. It's talking about how he traded unrighteously and he fell. So you will learn trading in the spirit, his armor, my powers, my principalities, and all that. You will learn the thing that's called trading in the spirit. So there are two kinds of trades. You will learn this thing, but let me introduce them so that you understand. There is what is called a righteous trade, where you use weapons of righteousness. In the way you do business, in the way you conduct your family, in the way you invent any of the 7 places. Then there is what is called an unrighteous trade. Says na Satan. So the kingdom of darkness is a king, and it has a prince. You will learn about these things. But I think I'm not saying the prince, and I'm not prince of the power of the air. That is the prince. I'm not saying Satan. But there is a king in that particular kingdom that is called S-I-N, which is sin. This one fell because of S-I-N. So this is how you do an unrighteous trade. If you get a business deal, that's an unrighteous trade that you have placed there. And the devil then has, but don't understand the law. The devil then has an encumbrance over your blessing. So the devil will have a hold over blessing yako promissionary. Because waita so it's an unrighteous trade. Right, Abraham. Kana wakapinda mumarriage because wakateya mukomana akakumitisa kana kuti wakateya musikana ukamumitisa. The devil has a lien over that particular marriage. So you don't get to enjoy it. Until that's dealt with. Kana mari zo makaita msati marora na mukazogorora na to sanitize. He has a lien over that marriage. He has a lien over that particular marriage, so you'll have struggled until you fix it. Egypt. Aishitadza kuenda kunyika yanga ichifanira kuti aende. Kutizanzana, that's not God's way of doing it. So he goes there. He acquires wealth. But the moment he acquires it, the moment he comes out, acquire wealth, what begins to happen? There's a separation between him and God. Remember, he's blessed already in Genesis chapter 12 for the Genesis guys. So part of his inheritance, part of his blessing, yakaenda na Lord. Ikatonotsanga deep. Kusvikira azochoose kuita the right thing of walking by faith when he rescues Lot nearmy 316 when he is then telling God that I am willing to walk by faith. That's the time that Melchizedek appears and blesses him. Manya na Sarah, bomega short wa mimbilisa usikana basi. And Ishmael is born and he takes a portion of his blessing. To date, Ishmael is blessed because of an unrighteous trade. That's Abraham. How many times have you sacrificed principles to get a deal, to get money, to do all sorts of things? And guess what? The enemy will have a legal right over whatever was supposed to accrue to you. And most of us, sad to say, most of what should be yours is actually held in the storehouse of the enemy because of the unrighteous trade that you make. That's why when you come to your senses, like what you will do next year, you will have to disarm the strong. You have to do it right, disarm the strong men and recover your what? They are yours. They are with him because you ceded them to him. Okay. So what are venues? In fact, venues there. I suppose when a declaration and I declare 7 times, but you correct it and you disarm the enemy. You go and collect your goods. Then to not otherwise, as a little after 20 years, would you know how much you got? You would have already. Just so that the poor you shall have, not you shall be. But it's also means that no, the poor you shall be. As long as you need to do it, but you can't do it. So don't settle for that. Because as things are right. So there are plenty of unrighteous traits that happened. My generation because they are deeper than what we're talking about. But the traits that have done unrighteous traits where you lie in order to get your way, and the enemy has a hope. There's something of his that you have. So I right Mari ari padhuze nekuti inheritance yangu ndiri kuiida mugore rekutenga. Wamuudza mushe ndiri kuiida mugore rekudini? Kufarira Jesu mangwanani ano. So as many prosperity preachers have preached part of the message. As spiritual and just to make sure that we align with God's will and do what needs to be done. So the second season will be a season of dominion, where we will have dominion, in the 7 spheres of influence. So to know dominion around your area, remember, that's the first blessing that God gives to mankind. You should dominate. So 4 months is also taking practical strategies on how you can dominate the 7 mountains, and we will have specific things for specific things that you'll be doing. So the education class average, education don't dominance. What's that? So takuchida kukupa strategy and so from scripture on how you can actually do that. So in the 4 months, those are the things that you will be doing, so that there is dominion. I love Matthew 6:33. At some point, that is, seeking first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. My perception of that whole thing changed when I read the original, which defines the kingdom of God as God's way of doing things. The first definition, and the kingdom of God, God's way of doing things. So now if you are going to do that, if you are going to read that scripture, shares a definition here. Seeking first God's way of doing things. You can also apply 7 mountains in family, in business, Seek first God's way of doing things. Your mind and His righteousness. So righteousness, your money is imputed, is given. That's one meaning. That's the second meaning of it is aligning the right standing with God. Your right standing with God. That's the other meaning. So if you are going to use that meaning, it says seek first God's way of doing things, and align yourself with that way, and all these things will be added. Seek first God's way of doing things in marriage, align yourself with it, and all these things will be added unto you. Seek first God's way of doing things in business, align yourself with it, and all these things shall be added unto you. So addition comes from recognizing God's way of doing things and aligning yourself. So, do you know that God is a builder? So you can co-labor with Him when you build. What is it? God is a builder. So one of the ways in which you can co-labor with God is when you. And what happens when you are not building? The final one is this is an advancement. Alright. Advancement basically means a continuous movement and progress in God. A continuous movement or progress or promotion in God. So God expects you to advance, and the way of His advancement is spirit, translating into the natural, and then the process that comes with it. So God expects you to advance in every aspect of your life. So your marriage has to advance, your profession has to advance, your any aspect. Oh no, all that needed to you has to advance. So we'll teach principles of advancement. And as you advance, there are 3 tests that you go through. Just teacher more for now. And 3 tests that you go through. The first test is the test of faithfulness. The test of faithfulness. We'll explain what that means. Then the test of motive. And then there is what is called the test of time. The test of time. So that's next year. So no one in notebook to church. Bring a notebook to church, you learn principles, you apply those particular principles, and you might want to teach them. 7 questions that you need to ask yourself as you get into 2019. Nova that page as well. 7. Not too much food on for you. Question number 1. Am I living as I ought to live? Am I living as I ought to live? Ndirikurarama ere semararamiro anofanira kudii? Anofanira kuita ndikada kupa mahits scripture, not to live joyfully, not to live by faith, not to live in this. Inotaura zvinhu zvakawanda on how you are supposed to live. Am I living the way that I'm supposed to live? Number 2, to what extent is my life a justification? To what extent is my life a justification for what Christ did and the price that he paid for me? I want you to think carefully about these things as you get into 2019. To what extent is my life a justification for what Christ did and the price that he paid for me? Kristo akatitaisa upenyu wangu unoratidza zvavakaita nepamuchinjikwa nekupapa vakaita upenyu wangu. Will he look at the fruit of the travail of his soul? When he looks at you, that's the fruit of the travail of his soul. When he looks at you, will he be satisfied? Kuti sure ndo zvandakafira izvo. Number 3, to what extent is my life a true reflection of my potential? To what extent is my life a true reflection of my potential? Atinokuya parufu rwako tichitaura kuti mozamadumba soka papa nepromise singati potential yenye yakawandisa. Hey, zvinomborwadza kuti munhu yatorwa vasati vaita zvavaifanira kuti Die empty. Live your life in a way that when you die what? Empty. You have done everything. So that means you try out new things, isn't it? Alright, does my life please God? Does my life please God is number 4. Number 5. To what extent am I a challenge? To what extent am I a challenge? An inspiration? And an effective advert for the gospel? And an effective advert for the gospel? Vanhu vangadawo kunamata Mwari waunonamata here vakatarisa upenyu hwako. Number 6. Am I a blessing or a burden? Am I a blessing or a burden to those around me? what extent is my life plan? Pane plan here kuti vana vachaenda kuchikoro kupi, vachaenda kuuniversity kupi, pane plan here kuti muchagara kupi, pane plan here yekuti muushumiri muchaitei, pane plan here for life kana kuti tingorarama each day as it comes. So I want you to reflect on this. We'll have more reflections as the year goes by, but I want you to reflect on these things as we prepare for 2019. Hallelujah. I believe by the grace of God we will invent the marketplace. The reason why that was wins and and we are supposed to then meet that particular need, equip you and make sure that you are empowered for the marketplace, so that then you may exert influence. Many will come to the saving knowledge of the Lord through your life and through the work that you do. Hallelujah. So that's it for our theme for next year. May God richly bless you.